So, according to reports, Tommy Fury is going to be facing Jake Paul. And on top of this, he signed with Showtime a 2-fight deal. He fights an undercard of Jake Paul's fight against TYRON Woodley. Should Jake Paul get through his fight and Tommy Fury get through his fight, then the big fight's going to happen between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. Let's discuss this a bit more. And I've got more things to talk to you about on Bwtm Sports. Don't go anywhere. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Bwtm Sports Gaming. Tommy Fury has a 2-fight deal with Showtime. And in that 2-fight deal, he fights another card of Jake Paul versus TYRON Woodley. Should he come through that fight and Jake Paul come through his fight with TYRON Woodley, then what we're going to be watching is a Showtime fight between, I can't believe I'm saying this, Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. Now, I'm going to say this much. I don't have a problem with Jake Paul. I don't have a problem with Jake Paul. You know why I don't have a problem with Jake Paul? It's because Jake Paul is embarrassing a lot of the boxers today. Jake Paul is showing how to promote yourself in boxing. He is putting boxers to shame. I'll tell you why. Because I said this for the longest while. I think I said this before COVID. I said the boxers today, a lot of them can fight, but don't know how to promote themselves. And they don't think it's important to promote themselves because they've got skills and can box. I spoke to a young lad the other day via Facebook. He messaged me because he wanted Uncle Bashir to train him. So Uncle Bashir said, take a look at him, tell me what you think. I always like to hear what somebody's got to say for themselves before they actually, how they present themselves is very important. And it took me a day to understand or to find out what weight division he fought in, how old he was, and how many fights he had. Found that he's an amateur, hadn't boxed for 3 years. He's supposedly the best boxer in Nigeria, but he's had an elbow injury. He's been out for 3 years, and he won a gold medal. But see, if you're that good, then how comes you're not in the Olympic team or you didn't fight in the World Championships? He went, oh, it's political. I said, okay. Surely if you're good enough boxing with political, they want to see you fight and stuff. But yeah, it happens. It happens. But yeah, then he started saying to me that, you know, I don't need to, I just need to box. And I said, how are you promoting yourself? He goes, oh, I'm posting on Facebook. I said, what are you doing posting on Facebook? He goes, I'm just posting videos of me hitting the bag and throwing punches on the mitts. If somebody holding mitts. I said, that's not promoting yourself, son. That's posting videos on Facebook. Promoting yourself would be to have a fight, a venue, a day, date, a time, you know what I mean? And you tell people where your fight's going to be, and then you're promoting your fight. That's how what promotion would be. You're not doing that. So he's like, oh, it doesn't matter. I've got all the talent in the world, and I'm just going to go to America. I said, well, good luck to you, son. But they just, you know, he didn't want to listen to any sort of advice given to him. The fact of the matter is, in today's world, you have to be able to box. You have to be able to box. You have to be able to promote yourself. And I think also you have to be able to manage yourself. What I mean by that is, know what fights are good for you, know what fights are not so good for you. Because at the end of the day, if you don't, you're going to be used as a punching bag. If you haven't won an Olympic gold or you haven't won a world championship, you know, you haven't had a decorated amateur career, you're going to be used as a journeyman. You might have a couple of fights to win, get you winning at the start, and then they'll start using a journeyman. Stick you with a guy who's won the Olympic gold or the world amateur championships, or you won an ABA title, or somebody that people have got invested time and money in. You'll just be the guy that's used to get beaten up. You'll have to learn that the hard way. Anyway, so shout out to Jake Paul. Tommy Fury is. But good evening anyway. Showtime, Jake Paul hustling, doing better, Dillian White and Matchroom Waitrose boxers. Showtime getting involved with the circus known as Fury. Evening, Ingram. Well, I did think about this for a second, and I thought to myself, Tommy Fury's fighting a guy called Anthony Taylor. Okay, well, let's hope that Tommy Fury does the business. I think he'll be put there as a patsy to win. I don't expect that guy, Tommy Taylor or Anthony Taylor, to put any sort of resistance up. I think Jake Paul might find more resistance than Tyron Woodley. When I look at this fight, the first thing that springs to mind is, I'm thinking from a business perspective, no boxing. Boxing is second, business is first. Does Showtime think that Jake Paul can beat Tommy Fury? 1. 2. Are Tommy Fury up if Jake Paul gets beat by Tommy Fury? 3. Who's the biggest ticket? Who's the bigger ticket seller? Tommy Fury or Jake Paul? I think that question answers itself. Who's more well known? Tommy Fury or Jake Paul? Jake Paul would be known because of the hard work, sweat and tears he's put into the graft of what he's been doing on the YouTube channel and what he's been doing, about. Tommy Fury, he's done his blood, sweat and tears in the gym, and that, I think it was on that Love Island show. Nobody outside the UK would care about that, to be honest. And Tommy Fury's real claim to fame, he's the brother of Tyson. But Jake Paul has made his own fame by... So you would say that Jake Paul really comes in as the A side. Jake Paul comes in as the... that's another question altogether. I don't think Jake Paul's that bad a boxer. I think he's better than Logan Paul. But I think Jake Paul is a better boxer. I've always thought he's a better boxer. And he has got some element of potential there, He's the better of the two brothers, I think. I don't know. If Tommy Fury were to get beat by Jake Paul, what does that mean? And if Tommy Fury beats Jake Paul, what does that mean? The YouTuber got beat by the boxer. That was expected. The YouTuber beating the boxer? Well, he's a hype job because he's Tyson's brother or he's his cousin. Do you understand? That's where he's a hype job anyway. But I wouldn't want to be Tommy Fury coming back from America, back in the UK, having to face my father, who's John Fury. I really wouldn't want to have to face that scenario and that situation. Tommy Fury, I hope that he actually, it wasn't just hype, that he actually believes he can beat Jake Paul. As I said, I think he's quite a decent boxer, actually. And as I said, A side, B side. This A side, B side is very important here. You see, because they'll do what they can to unsettle. If Tommy Fury is the patsy, or Tommy Fury is the B side, right? And I suspect he is because he's not American, one. But that doesn't mean much because Pacquiao's not American and Canelo's not American. But if Showtime were to, I know that Canelo doesn't fight in Showtime as such, but what I'm saying is, it seems that some non-American fighters do get some extra push. And I'm just thinking that with Jake Paul, will they give an extra push? Will they do things, i.e. if Tommy Fury comes over to America, he's in a dodgy hotel and they'll pull all the tricks to make sure that Jake Paul wins the fight. Has Jake Paul got that sort of pull, and has he got that sort of influence? Because if he's got that sort of influence, then unless Tommy Fury knocks out Jake Paul, they'll do all they can because Jake Paul's still pulling more money. There was a story, I kid you not, that Jake Paul wanted to fight Mike Tyson, and his team said to him, "Whoa, keep away from Mike. Mike will kill you." So this guy Jake Paul is, He's pushing the envelope. If he's going to think about fighting Mike Tyson, then you know. You might call me crazy, but I think Jake Paul can knock out Tommy Fury. This is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. Do you think it's a good fight? Yeah, I do think I actually do think it's a good fight. I think it's a good fight because of the backstory. Boxer versus YouTuber, right? Jake Paul's story. Well, he hasn't fought a boxer. Now he's going to fight a boxer. He's not going to fight any boxer. He's going to fight the brother of Tyson Fury. So, they're a fighting family, and he's a fighting man. And he's called out Jake Paul. He said he wanted to fight Jake Paul. So, of course, that makes it for a good fight because he doesn't want to come back to John Fury, getting beaten up by a YouTuber. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Oh, what would Frank Warren do with him afterwards if he was with Frank Warren? What would BT Sports do with him afterwards? Yeah, this is Tommy Fury. The guy that got beat by the YouTuber. You become famous by getting knocked out by a YouTuber who's Jake Paul. Yeah, that isn't great. So I hope Tommy Fury's got a right hand from hell and can get Jake Paul out there quickly. Jake isn't fighting Fury. His sparring partner is fighting Fury. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, mate? You've come late to the show. Loopy Life. We know Ingram is talking down the line. Yes. That's what everybody knows to the room. Trying to be clever. They all want to fight Jake Paul. He's the money fight for some. Yep. I heard another story that Jake Paul actually is talking about fighting Canelo. I heard that story as well. He wanted to fight Canelo. I don't know. So I thought I'd do a quick video on that. If you haven't seen it already, check out my show with Ultratech. He brought me on. I was a guest host or co-host for the show. It was nice doing a collaboration with Ultratech. If any of you seen it, let me know if you've seen it. Get across, watch it. Let me know what your thoughts. Do you think I was a bit harsh on the Matchroom card? And yeah, congratulations to Ade as well, who's now part of Matchroom Boxing. Nice, good for him. What else? Oh, yes, announcement. I'm thinking, long overdue. I'm thinking of doing a phone-in. Yeah, a phone-in. But I think if I do the phone-in, I'll probably do the phone-in with. I'd like to do a phone-in, but I probably might just do the phone-in at first for members, because members really haven't got. I'll do something for members. So I'll do a phone-in, and then members can sit down and talk about. We can talk boxing without me just talking to you. We can have a bit more interaction, which would be quite fun. With this new trend of YouTube boxing, do you think some of these people will transfer into the amateurs? Well, I don't know how it's going to quite work out, to be honest with you, because aren't they professional fighters? Because Jake Paul's got to be a pro fighter. He can't be an amateur, so he won't be going back to the amateurs. I guess these guys will be going straight into the pros. Easy, like Vinda. How you doing? I heard that you were telling me you saw the show with Ultratech. That guy's an absolute legend, Ultratech. Danny Dubois versus Jonathan Rice. Next would be an interesting fight. Good evening, Ingram. I'm still trying to implement your 5 keys to looking younger. I think it's working. So what you need to do, my brother, is send me a photograph of you before and after. That's the only way I'm going to know. On the subject of comedy, I've got a really massive announcement to make. So, behind the scenes, my good friend and brother, Iman, he hosts a comedy show. It's probably one of the most well-known comedy shows across Africa, Ghana. If you haven't seen it, Rat Ghana Street Quiz. Well, what I might do is give you a little taste of what it's all about. Did you think of Campbell Hatton's performance on Saturday night? Dreadful. The guy should not be on television. He should not be on TV. He's dreadful. He's terrible. Oh, if he can win an English title, it'll be something. He's getting nowhere near British title level. If he can win an English title, he's done a lot of his career. But garbage. Sorry. I have to call it for what it is. Let me see if I can put it up for you. This show. Just for you to see a second. I want to share it with let's see if I can get it for you. And I'll just share a clip with you so you can see what it's all about. Don't freeze on me. I'll keep talking. I did not know Jonathan Rice was going to dispense of Kofi like that. Really cracking fight. Well, I'm working on getting Jonathan Rice on Bwtm for an interview. Just waiting to hear back from him. And an old friend may be coming on the show as well. You all know him now as well. I don't know. I'll keep that as a secret. Let it just happen. This Campbell Hatton should be on small hall shows, not shows like that. I agree. On MTK, build his career before getting on the big cards. I totally agree with you. I don't think Campbell Hatton is any. I'm not being disrespectful. I just don't think he's that good. Let's see if I can get a comedy for you here. Let me see if I can get it for you. Right, I'm gonna put a video up for you. We can look at this. You can sit down and watch this one with me. But this show, I want you to look at. Particularly, I want you to look at the show because I'll bring the connection. I'll play a couple of minutes for you. I won't play the whole thing. I'll play a couple of minutes. Something for you all to sit down and watch and have a good laugh at. Let's see if I can get my screen share up. Get the video up. It's here, and here. So, okay. Do me a favor. Get across to this channel when you can. After the show, get subscribing to this channel. How realistic do you hold the possibility of Pacquiao convincingly out hustling Spence? I'm not sure yet. I have to look at that a little closer. Why do you keep asking me that question? Is AJ Carter a good boxer? I don't know why you keep asking me that question over. Okay, so this is a channel I want you to, right? I'm going to play this one here. Let me play this one, and you can see for yourselves.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
okay,
just take a listen to this. Attending to shot. Attending to shot. Attending to shot. Mambit. Ya kum. Attending to shot. Attending to shot. Attending to shot. Attending to shot. It's okay. Who created the world?
Okay, it be Obama.
Who?
Obama. Yeah, Obama created the world.
That's nonsense. And you should know better.
When?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
1957.
Hey!
Where did he create the world?
Here we go again.
Ofanko, Takrade, Aman from
Jesus!
Have you finished?
No!
Fianco, Odon Quanta, Okwablan.
Hey!
Let's say shut up.
Abwabin Tunri.
Shut your trap.
I want you to like this video, share it, and share it and kill it.
Huh?
Kill it,
Bruh.
edit it, quell it. Power.
Who created the world?
Look.
Bob Marley.
Party boy!
Bob Marley created the world 1956.
Hey! You're corrupt, your mind and your inside is not dirty.
So where is the world located? At the forest.
Jesus Christ!
It's at the forest. Yes.
I am finished.
Who created the world?
The world is created by his Selassie. The world is created by his Selassie.
Where did he create the world?
The great world of Ethiopia.
for where?
Ethiopia.
You, Brazil!
Then when did he create the world?
That was 1952.
1952.
Oh, how? How?
Where is the world located?
The world is located at Pando.
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 Who created the world?
Lucky Dube. Lucky Dube.
Call me Pascal. If I don't take you, to fire you.
Where did Lucky Dube create the world?
Jamaica.
What?
Jamaica.
Lucky boy.
In what year?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
1882.
Who created the world?
Look at this.
Judas.
Judas.
Yes.
Take this your mouth and sit on it.
In what year?
2015.
How old are you?
27.
We are older than the world.
Yes.
If you don't get out of here now,
I'll just look for Ghana must go and cage you.
Okay, so let me just pull this back up. So you're probably asking yourself, what's the connection between that channel and myself? Well, here's the connection. So Iman, the guy who asked the questions on that show, is actually going to be on BWTM. But the second thing is, I'm actually going to be hosting one of those shows on Rat Ghana. So get across, get over there, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and get ready because your boy's going to be on Rat Ghana. So there you go. To be guest hosting one of those shows. So I don't know if I'll be able to keep a straight face. I'm going to try and keep a straight face. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that news. So there you go. You've got it out there. That's your exclusive. And if you look at his channel, probably nearly every video he's getting a million views on at least. So he's doing very well. And shout out to my brother, man, doing a great job. Absolutely hilarious. The channel's called Rat Ghana. Let me put it out for you again. Rat Ghana. Actually, I don't even have to do that. Let me just do this. Let me go back to the channel itself. Get back there. Oops, daisy. Back there. Okay, that's the channel. I'll bring the channel up for you again. No, I'm not living in Ghana. I live in Ghana. Let's go and get this here. We've got the screen up. Can I show the screen? Let's get there. So that's the channel, Rat Ghana. Get yourselves across there and get subscribing to the channel. All right. So get across to the channel. All right. All good. So let's get back to the boxing. Guys here, Ingram stepping up and stepping out. Congratulations, big fella, you earned it. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That's a big channel, though. It's a big channel doing big things. Ingram, big talks of Keith Thurman versus Tanker 147. I can see that fight. And you know the reason why I've taken that fight? Because Keith Thurman is not punching the way he used to. He's punching nowhere near the sort of power. Because I think Keith Thurman is not the fight he was before. I don't think he's got the same hunger and desire. And I don't think he punches as hard as he once did. And I think Tank Davis it's a good fight for Tank Davis. Were you on holiday? No, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Been planned. 147. Tell me what happens. Remember, Keith punches very wide of his shots. Tank comes up through the middle. Thurman, he opens himself up. So immediately, Tank being a shorter guy, Thurman opened himself up. I mean, you saw what Pacquiao did with him. So, and Tank hits much more, I'd say more ferocious than Pacquiao. Are you Jamaican, sir? No, I'm not Jamaican. My parents are from Trinidad and Grenada. So no. Next question. Ingram would only live in Ghana if he unified division again and needs somewhere to dodge the sanctioning fees. You're funny. Keith Thurman had that serious car accident and the injury in the fight with Garcia. He's not been the same since that point. Bro, Keith Thurman has not been the same since I last interviewed him, which is against the Diaz fight. From the Diaz fight. Nope, he doesn't look the same. As he even did on the back, yeah. Could Thurman catch him out? Nah. I think this guy could knock Thurman out. What should you do? Thurman isn't Mexican, no chance. Tank fight him. Guys are funny. So yeah, I want to keep it short tonight. I don't want to go too long on the show tonight, but there's your information. Check it out. Get subscribed over to Rat Ghana, and your boy will be on it at some point in time. Don't know when, but I'll be on it. So check it out and subscribe to his channel. Right. I think I'm out. Think so. Yeah, I'm out. So if there's nothing else to talk about tonight, I also want to do that phone-in show as well. So I'm gonna do the phone-in show. So what I want to do, goes here, and keep in mind his wife is beautiful and drain him of any zinc stores he has. He won't be ready. Yeah. Come on. Keep the show going, man. Keep the show going if there's something to talk about. I'm all good for that. But if there's nothing to talk about, then yeah, I want to do the phone-in. I do want to do live phone-ins. I think that would be fun. I think it would take the channel to the next level. It was something I was thinking of doing years ago. It's just the time. Got some major projects working on that I'm really looking forward to be a part of, and very honored to be a part of. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So it's just finding the time. When is Jake Paul the biggest seller in boxing? He's one of the biggest sellers in boxing. What are your thoughts on Canelo versus Bivol shaping up? I think it's a good fight. I think Bivol's got a good jab. He's got a very good educated jab. Got a decent right hand. Got good boxing ability. He knows how to hold. As Bashir says, he knows how to hold him. He knows how to fold him. And Canelo's not walking in there and doing what he did to Callum Smith or what he did against. It's only if Bivol's prepared to sell the title. Yeah, Bivol's a different proposition altogether. Bivol will give him his hardest fight, but I think Bivol has got that jab to keep Canelo quiet. And if flipping Kovalev in sparring with using the left jab alone can keep Canelo quiet, imagine what Bivol can do. And I wouldn't look too much into that Craig Richards fight. I really wouldn't look much into it. Could Tank beat Sean Porter that Thurman beat? Can Crawford beat Sean Porter? I think Bivol will be more difficult fight for Canelo than Bwtm. I think so too. Bwtm can only fight in the front foot. He can't fight the back. He's got no defense. I like Bivol. I like Bivol a lot. So Bivol's not going to be not going to be troubled or bothered by Canelo's power. He's not going to be intimidated by Canelo. He's a great champion in his own right. Very underrated. He's got a nice jab. He's got good boxing ability. Fundamentally, I'd say he's a better boxer than Golovkin. He's a better boxer than Danny Jacobs, I think. He's consistent. I like Bivol. I like Bivol big. I really do. DJ had died of cardio related issues. Very ironic. Who's that? Who's DJ? Sorry. Who's DJ? Sorry. Can somebody... Yeah, I know it's good, but he's done it 4 or 5 times. But who's DJ? Bivol doesn't have the tools to beat Alvarez flat-footed. He's not flat-footed. Oh, he hasn't got the tools to beat Alvarez. So can you go back and look at Kovalev fight for 11 rounds, please, or 10 rounds? Bro, you don't know your boxing, man. He's some YouTuber who fought Jake Paul. Oh, wow. So he died. You're saying he died with cardio-related issues. Rest in peace, brother. Rest in peace. Wow. It's not good. It's not good. Take Canelo's jab away from me. What strategies would you employ? Jab him back, double jab and triple up the jab with him. I think Canelo's had physical advantages and mental advantages. But I think Bivol is mentally just as strong as Canelo. I think he's got enough good boxing skills to beat Canelo, I think, personally. I think Bivol's got what it takes. Because he ain't dead. Oh, boy. Well, if somebody can joke about something like that, it says more about them. Now, let me go back up a second. Whoever that clown is that did that, well, they're going to get blocked from my channel. Completely blocked. So, here we go. Blocked. So, you won't be coming back on the channel again anytime soon. So, that's how we deal with that. Keaton Broxby. I think this one's another one of these trolls. Never seen you before, mate. Whoever was trolling there got... The troll got the reaction he wanted from you, dearie me, John Rawling. I hope that troll doesn't get any cardio issues. Is there any way to discourage fighters from switch hitting in the case like Crawford? Yeah. In the middle of switch hitting, time them, straight right hand down the pipe. Just time them. Mid-switch. You can't be defending yourself and switching, and you can't be defending and attacking at the same time and switching. So if you switch, you can catch in between the switch. In between the switch. So you could feint. You could always have that right hand on trigger. And there's no point throwing a hook. Go straight down the pipe. So you wait for them as you hold the right hand, the backhand here waiting, and you wait for the switch. You line up, you've got the hand here waiting, and as they tap, you've got the switch, crack straight right and straight through the middle. Then you could follow in with a left hook afterwards. Okay, well, Alvarez gone the distance with Craig Richards. You talk about totally two different type of guys. Craig Richards is tall, he's long, he's gangly. You have to bear that in mind. Stars make fights, right? And just go back and look at the Kovalev fight. A guy in the light heavyweight division who's got a long jab and boxed Canelo's head off. Boxed his head off just with a jab alone. You will attract the casual Jake Paul crowd with the title of the stream. Yeah, not even that. I think they're stream snipers. That's all right. Well, he's been blocked. He won't be coming back. So the last laugh is with me, always. Brilliant answer, Ingram. I wonder if maybe Crawford is doing far out. That's why he hasn't been caught yet doing it. Or maybe he hasn't fought somebody yet who's capable of doing it. That might be the thing right there, you know. But Crawford's quite a stylish guy. He's a good boxer. Yeah, it's switch hitting. There's no when to switch it. You don't switch it. The guys switch it for the sake of switch hitting. And most of the times you find guys switch hitting, barring Lee Wood the other night. Most times when guys are switch hitting is when they've been hurt. If they're not naturally switch, is when they're hurt, when there's some problems. I've seen it many a time. The guy starts switch hitting, start turning southpaw. Like, why is this guy turning southpaw? He's not normally fighting southpaw. You know, so I've seen that happen. I'm not talking about guys who generally can switch hit. I'm talking about these guys who try and switch hit in fights. Usually when they've been buzzed, they do that stuff. But yeah. Is there anything else to talk about here? So I've talked about the show, Rat Garner, Jake Paul, the phone-in show. Final question before I go. How best would you go about doing a phone-in? How do you best you think I should do the phone-in show? Do you think Daniel Dubois becomes heavyweight champion? that was a piece of news I wanted to give you. I spoke to I spoke to Trevor Bryant's trainer, Stacey McKinley, and according to Stacey McKinley, Dubois is not fighting unless they're trying to keep it quiet. Any upcoming streams live tonight? Listen, I'm having issues with my internet. That's my problem. I'm having problems with the internet. And the internet, it's like sometimes the PlayStation's signing in, and sometimes the PlayStation's not signing in. And when I can sign in, I go and play live. If it doesn't sign in, I can't play live. It's really annoying. I keep hearing that StreamYard is good for things like that. There's always complications with other software platforms. Listen, I remember when people used to tell me about StreamYard, people said to me, use the StreamYard. You shouldn't use StreamYard. You should use Zoom. I'm like, forget Zoom. I'm doing StreamYard. Somebody said, be with the times. I said, well, I like StreamYard. It costs £36 for, and that, I think the highest they can at the moment, stream at the moment is 1080p. So, although my camera is 4K quality, but it's coming out in 1080p. That's as high as StreamYard can go. But my camera is a 4K camera. It's Brio, but it only does 1080. Use a wide connection. It could be a wireless. No, I'm using LAN. I'm using directly from my modem into my PlayStation, and sometimes it comes up says the PlayStation says I've got to change somebody said I've got to change the settings. I don't know what the settings are, but it keeps coming up PlayStation sign in failed. So what it is. Nintendo, Microsoft, Nintendo, Google, SN Playmore, Sony, Sega, Ubisoft, Valve, Lamco just join forces, team up and make a super ultimate console together. Yeah. I was, however, thinking I've got a couple of I've transformed my PC or my laptop into a PlayStation 2. And I think I've got PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2 on it, emulator, and I've got some old game emulators on PlayStation 2. So I'm thinking of doing some football games on that. Internet connection issues. Time to step off of analog and American live change. I'm streaming fine here, so I don't get it. Guys, will you need to contact your internet provider? Make sure your phone is not off the hook when you're online. Oh, you're funny. You guys are funny. Have you reset your router? That's a good question. Now, how do you reset your router? Is there a little pin I've got to push and a little button, small little button to push or something? So I might have to do that. I might have to look into that, actually, doing the old router. Oh, how many people in here are reggae fans or love Lovers Rock? If you love Lovers Rock and you're into your reggae, then there's a young lady that was on our show last night. Her name is that's her name. Let me get her name up for you. Sylvia Teller. So if you're into if you like the reggae rock, she's an old school legend. We did our show, Patricia Talks. Get across the BWTM online or BWTM Africa. Check it out. The show's on. Check that out as well. Please do. I've done that, mate. I've done that before, so it's not that doesn't work. I don't know much about that. I only know a little about Scar, and that's about it. Well, you should listen to her interview. She listened. I was shocked because I thought she was Caribbean. She's half Nigerian. Didn't even know that. So it's good. It's good. So check it out. It's on BWTM Africa. Check that out. Also reset it via factory reset. There should be a little hole in the pen. Hold the button and hold it for 20 seconds. Yeah, I'll try that as well. I mean, look, I'm on the internet now, and I'm not having any crackling. I'm not having any connection issues. So it really is between the PlayStation sign in. That's where the issue is there. So yeah. I think that's it. I don't think I have much more to talk about. I don't think anyone cares about mine. Do a phone in, and I think I'm going to do the phone in to members only. I think that would be fair. There's too many idiots on the internet, so I'd like to do it for phone ins for members only. Might do that and start with that, and that would be good to give something back to members as well. No issues whatsoever. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. That's what I'm saying. Keep going. But I know, but it's not your usual quality. It's glitchy too. What is now? It's glitchy now. It can't be glitchy now. Behave yourself. It should be clear now. And freezing every now and then. Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. It should be clear as day. I'm not having any issues at the moment. Might be from your end, mate. It might be your internet connection. Right. Let me get out of here. But I do want to do that live phone in. So I will give you guys the heads up as to when I'm going to get that sorted. And then I'll do it because it'd be nice to hear other people. Sometimes I get sick of my own voice. So it'd be nice to have other people on the show like Ultratech has done. Because I've been inspired by that. So I might start doing that. Right. If Virgil Ortiz called you out or Rolly Romero, would you consider returning for a super fight? No. If it does every few minutes, also we get a glitch. Okay, I'll look into that. When is the phone in? I want to make it a regular thing. Like either I'll do like a Sunday morning phone in, or after the fight phone in. Yeah, something like that. Don't know quite yet which way to do it. I don't know when would be best to do it. But drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know when you think the phone in should be. I'd like to offer it to members first because I think members deserve that. And what else? I think that's about it. Sunday ones are good. I'm closer to your time zone from Egypt. You in Egypt? Don't tell me you're in damn Egypt. Okay. What's the time zone in Egypt? Okay. I think I'll round off the show now. Sunday mornings might be an idea. I think the Sunday morning sermon, I might call it. That might be interesting. Right, let me get the hell out of here. Okay, you're an hour ahead of me. No problems. Oh, final thing I want to say, thank you so much to our new subscribers. Really appreciate you. Much love to you all. And thanks. Take care. This has been Bwtm Sports. And I think I'm going to call that a wrap. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button. The more people that smash the like button, the more people that get to see the show. And that's the name of the game today. People getting to watch the full show and then smashing the like button afterwards. I'm out. Take care.